Okay, so I don't think I've told you this many times, Michael, but this is literally where we're at. So you took my heart in Portland through a dance move. You took my armor and my head. You remember when you took my head, you're like, are you feeling lighter? You took my whole armor. Then you're like, okay, those are your bad memories. There's this. Da, 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 da. Then you put dirt on me and you said, go take a shower. The Holy Spirit led to me. I've been gang stalked with no armor. Everybody put their hands to the ground and took me off like a backpack. Everything's in hell right now. I obviously have the mark of the beast. I have scalar energy killing me every single day. God has not answered my prayer. Your dad, Kevin Hart, hasn't answered. Jonah, part of the Suicide Squad, hasn't answered. My only way out was Michael as my original dad. So that's kind of where we're at. The mind is a complete dark mess. The body is beyond in pain, dying slowly. I know my dad still wanted a stroke, and awaiting me is my dad putting a spear in my ass while being hung for eternity in a lake of fire up to my eyes, which you did ask Aaron to do. You with those sad eyes, right? So TikTok, I mean, I already know what it's going to be. They've already been like, she's not my type. The boat's almost at the dock. And me, with my understanding, that means it's almost done. Many people have already put the belt on the table. Many little fly traps. The one I'm living with, the landlord already did her fly traps. I'm waiting for the blueberries and omelet, and already is making tacos, you know. Don't worry, my Mexican don't give a shit. I love when they do that. They're like, oh, we love burritos. Do you want a burrito? I love Mexico. Oh, I love Spanish. I'm like, dude, he doesn't care about me. He hasn't cared in a while. He left me as my original dad, like, by age 10. He was my dad when he had long hair. I met him at the church. His name was Arnaldo. It's like, you must speak Spanish for him to even really give a shit about you. He's very passive. He doesn't really make a shake of motion to the ship, if you know what I mean. He's not a lion. He's just like a very soft, timid lamb. He plays the script. He won't break the script. It's just... So that's kind of where we're at. The only one who could rewrite it or turn off technology and redo all of this shitload of probably 700 angel votes and everything that's taken in hell. And I've seen... Oh, and I was put in rocks by my last roommate, Buddha, who's part of Marcus Joseph Blanco, who put the rocks in front of my door as the shape of a heart, gave me to Tupac, who's Kevin Laughlin, set up the suicide. He was just great. And then took my dad on Thanksgiving, Steve, who was my last chance out, and he was like, there is no Safeway share. I'm like, yeah, Dad, you don't think I know? Everyone could hear my thoughts, and all they do is judge on thoughts. So, I mean, that's where we're at, Michael, so I don't really know. You're the only one who could rewrite it, but since your dad, Kevin Hart, who I lived with, said no, because I wouldn't sleep with him, and I'm seriously not joking. When he tried to take me upstairs and I said no, right away he played the rock music, clapped his hands twice, and the next day my dog died. Literally. He's like trying to have sex with his son's wife. That's weird, but whatever. So that's where we're at. You know, listen to your heart. If your dad thinks that you should be with Jezebel, which is who you are, then that's your choice. Don't say my dad said that. No, you said that. That's your choice. Don't blame your dad. You are your dad. So that's where we're at. I'm literally at McDonald's right next to you. I'm going to head back in about 20 minutes. But I could go any day. So this, I mean, I've been asking you for 2 years. So I'm waiting to get Dizzy to the ground with his app that my dad has been knowing since I was 10 with his app on my hand, that little game that all middle schoolers played. So I'm glad Jonah, the guy with the dog, my Jesus, was like, it's not like I didn't know beginning to end, and lays on the ground and is like, oh, I'll pick her up later. Oh, those could be like dissembled like limbs. Wow, you're desensitized. Do you want me to cut off your arms with the chainsaw and then let you have your fucking empathy back or something? So yeah, that's where we're at. I even saw him continue passing by Michael's place with his dog and like screaming at his dog because that dog was technically me, and carrying around sticks with a pissed off face because he didn't like my thoughts. Well, no shit. I didn't like how he pretended to counsel me and Michael when he's the one who ruined it. I heard him outside my window 3 years ago being like, no, we're going to replace her. Well, Michael for a year was like trying to help me. Messed up. But regardless, that's where we're at. So either fix me, put that clay in the hand and see what you could have. Don't say your dad didn't. You are your dad. Or I won't ever see you again. I literally, I'm seriously 98% there. It's done. I miss you. I want us to go back to what we used to be. We need to get out of that apartment. I have the first is when I move in. Either take it or I want to live with Shamar. So make a video, tell me what's going on. And I got a new phone number and a new email, so we're just gonna have to communicate through this. All right, bye.